Chapter 25. Shara opened the car door, slid into the seat and sat for a moment, hands tightening around the wheel. Her mind turned over everything Mrs. Morty had said about Andrew's father, about him being important. It still didn't add up. If her father was what she thought, then they couldn't have just escaped. He let them go. But why? Why leave Andrew alone if he was supposedly so important? And Lily's fiancé being a vampire was a bit strange. Was it really a coincidence? She reached for her phone and opened her messages, scrolled until she found one from Gabe. Lily's address, followed by the location. Shira stared at it for a moment. She hadn't planned to use it, but something about all of this felt like wrong. Maybe it was nothing. Maybe it really was just a coincidence. But she'd rather be cautious than sorry. She started the car. The streets blurred around her, the night pressing in from every side. Lights flared in the mirrors, stretching thin like snakes. Her thoughts drifted back to the photo of young Andrew, the hollowness in Mrs. Morty's voice, the name she hadn't said but had never forgotten. The farther she drove, the worse the weight in her chest became. By the time she turned onto Lily's street, she already knew. 3 police cars were parked out front, lights pulsing in red and blue. Officers moved quickly in and out of the house. Yellow tape fluttered at the edge of the lawn, cutting the night in half. Andrew's car was there too. Ignoring shouts from the officers telling her to stop, she ran up the steps, past the broken door. It hung on one hinge, crooked like a snapped limb. Inside, the air was chaos. Flashlights cut across the living room. Voices shouted. Someone upstairs yelled, "Fix the light!" Shara didn't stop. Her boots thudded on the stairs as she climbed, heart hammering. Then the smell hit her, fresh human blood. Thick, sweet, unmistakable. She knew what she'd find. Lily's body lay in a crimson pool on the bed. Blood soaked the sheets and splashed the walls. It wasn't just murder, it was staged. Deliberate. A message. Shara braced herself on the doorframe, bile rising in her throat. Andrew sat nearby, slumped in a chair, his head in his hands. The captain stood beside him but left silently as Shara stepped into the room. She took a step closer, eyes scanning every detail, the pattern of blood, the splintered wood, the disturbed dust. Then she froze. Carmen was gone. Not outside. Not in another room. Gone. She stepped toward the bed. She hadn't even noticed the sheet pulled over Lily until now. Her fingers moved instinctively to lift it. "Don't touch it!" Andrew stood, eyes bloodshot and wild. His voice cracked like ice breaking. "What are you doing here?" "They called me from the station," she said quickly. "No, they didn't." "Andrew, who are you really, Shara?" "I don't think this is the time." "The hell it isn't!" he shouted. "My wife is dead, my daughter is gone, and you're here, again, with no answers. I deserve the truth." But she wasn't listening. Her posture shifted. Her eyes dilated until they were nearly black. Her breathing slowed. Fangs pressed against her lips. Andrew took a step back, heart pounding. "Shira?" Her voice was a whisper of steel. "Don't you think it's too quiet?" And it was. No footsteps. No voices. No police sirens. Nothing. Just silence. Then something moved. A shadow, fast and sharp. Shira reached for her gun. A blow came from nowhere, knocking Andrew sideways. The clatter of her weapon echoed against the floor. And she crashed into the far wall with a grunt of pain. Andrew tried to stand, but a white-hot spike of pain bloomed behind his eyes. Then darkness. He collapsed, unconscious,